She said she's going to stay there for like 4 or 5 days from now because I had to come to court. She wanted to take me today, but instead she had to bring me here.
What's your appointment date?
She says she's going to put it. She put it in the system, but she says she's going to get it on her.
Where did the cocaine come from?
Court does call the case. People versus Terrence Smith. Your name?
Terrence Smith.
All right, I have a plea form. Is that what we're doing today?
That's correct, Your Honor. There's two different things, and I don't want to hide the lead. There is a violation as well that should be in the file.
Yeah.
That's correct, Your Honor. Defense counsel, I did have a chance to discuss that. I told Mr. Turkis I wasn't sure if the court would want to move forward with the plea today.
I'm not going to want to.
Regarding the violation, there would be an admission, and with that admission, he has worked with CMH and gotten into additional programming. He was dropped off here today by
My counselor.
and he wants to continue to have negative tests, but obviously there's the positive test that just happened.
Well, the problem that I have is that the last testing that he has, he's been unable, then he missed a sample on October 6th. I'll accept his admission, but then on October 6th, he's negative, but then he just comes back positive for cocaine.
There was issues with his rent, and he's worked with his counselor, and he also wants to address the court.
Go ahead.
Well,
I think he's. Go ahead. What do you want to tell me?
as far as what I can tell you, to being bluntly honest, well, I had an eviction on my door because I had my son living with me. So after that, I got that fixed. October the 7th, I think. But I was going through a bad time situation, so I take full accountability for the situation that happened. But when it comes down to, I got a bleeding ulcer. So when I called Cheryl, I told her I couldn't make it in because I was going through a bad spot, but she didn't answer the phone. So I still came in, and I tried to use the bathroom. I got bipolar depression, anxiety. I waited a whole hour. And because she told me I can wait in there. So I waited an hour in there sitting, and I still couldn't use the bathroom because of my respiratory system. So it's been going bad, but it's getting better because ever since that I've been coming to drop, I was using alcohol, but ever since I've been coming to drop, I haven't used no alcohol. So my body is getting better. So when I went in on October the 15th, I dropped, and like I said, I take full responsibility for the situation that happened, but I have been clean, but I went through a rough patch, a little episode. So, I mean, I'm just being honest. I take full accountability. I made a mistake. I went down there, I told my counselor. So my counselor, they didn't want me to ride the bus. So they brought me here.
You have an upcoming appointment?
She made an appointment for CMH to get, I got an appointment for CMH to go in there and talk to them. She said she's going to stay there for like 4 or 5 days from now because I had to come to court. She wanted to take me today, but instead she had to bring me here.
What's your appointment date?
She says she's going to put it, she put it in the system, but she says she's going to get it on her.
Where did the cocaine come from?
Well, to be honest.
Okay, let's start there.
Yeah, be honest, like I said, I've been doing, Your Honor, I'm being honest. I want to be honest. I've been doing fine. I picked up a little weight, like Miss Marilyn, my landlord, she said, you've been doing fine. But I just got into a bad spot in my life, and I'm just being honest. I just want to be honest. I don't want to lie to nobody, and then I made a mistake. I just made a mistake. But after that, I've been going down there talking to my counselor every day. And everything's going swell because they're keeping tabs on me. They do wellness checks at my house because of my bipolar. But what happened was I had got around, but I'm taking accountability, but I just got around the wrong people when I went out and was hanging out. The one time I did hang out, and lately I'm an introvert. So I just be in the house. So I just got beside myself. I'm just being honest, but my counselor's been with me every day now, and I've been staying in the house, and she's taking me to community health. and she's everything's going well. Miss Marilyn, my landlord, she's been coming up checking on me, and everything's been going well. They take me to the grocery store.
Your Honor, if I can just add in here, he had four negative tests. There were the two that you indicated, the refusals. He somewhat explained that he had a missed sample. He was negative, and then we had the relapse. So there's, other than the unable or refusing, he is testing negative. There was the most recent test that was positive. What I'd be asking the court today would be if he can get another negative in between now and the next court date. Obviously, that's a very good indication that he is telling the truth and he had a bad night with the positive test. But
I went and told my counselor, and because I quit drinking alcohol, and like I said, I've been gaining weight. I've been doing everything good, and I went and told Miss Jenna and Miss Marilyn, and after that, they've been coming to check on me every single day. And I go downstairs, I play ping pong, dominoes, and they read books with me. And I've been doing everything right. And my mom, I called my mom. My mom said, dress nice and be honest to you, because you're a good judge. So I just came here and I'm just being honest. I don't want to lie.
I know, but I still don't know where the cocaine came from.
Are you hanging out around with people?
I really don't never leave out the house. Can I be honest with you? Okay, my brother had a heart attack, right? This ain't about my brother though. My brother had a heart attack. So what happened was I ended up catching the bus on my way to go see him downtown in Arbor, on my way to go see him. Didn't make it to go see my brother when he came out of coma, because I get downtown, like my mom don't let me ride the bus. I get downtown, see some guys I know, before you know it, this the situation to end up. Boom, my mom called me, tell me, get back home. I go home, and I've been in the house ever since, besides just doing a report. Because I really don't never come out the house, because after what happened to my brother when they killed my brother. So I really just don't like to be out the house. I got caught in a bad spot around the wrong people, and that won't happen again. I promise. I give you my word on that.
All right, I'm done.
I'm
gonna revoke his bond. I'll adjourn it out to next week.
Okay.
And so I'll adjourn it out to the 30th, 2025. And maybe by that time you can give me a straight answer. I'm not going to take his plea today. I'll hold on.
No, I did wrong.
Defendant is admitted to the violation. Defendant's remanded. Southbound.
We'll come back.
Can you grab my jacket right there? Yep.
I'll come and see you in custody.
And just like that, the judge's patience runs out. After a long string of explanations, excuses, and emotional appeals, Terrence Smith's bond is revoked, and the courtroom falls silent. You can almost feel the air change. It's that moment when hope starts slipping through your fingers, and all that's left is the reality of consequence. This hearing wasn't about a hardened criminal. It was about a man standing at the edge of redemption, one step away from losing everything he's been trying to rebuild. From the start, Terrence came in with honesty, something rare in a courtroom like this. He admitted his relapse. He didn't deny it or try to twist the facts. He said it straight. I made a mistake. And in a world where denial is the default defense, that kind of honesty hits differently. But here's the truth. Honesty alone doesn't erase history. Terrence had missed drug tests, given inconsistent stories, and shown the same pattern judges see time and time again. Progress, relapse, regret, repeat. The judge wasn't just reacting to one bad test. She was reacting to a cycle. And when you're sitting on that bench, responsible for both justice and accountability, compassion has its limits. Still, watching this unfold, it's impossible not to feel the weight of Terrence's words. You can see he's struggling, not just with addiction, but with life itself. He talks about eviction notices, ulcers, bipolar depression, anxiety, even the trauma of losing his brother. This isn't just a man who slipped up. This is someone carrying pain that most people never have to face, trying to keep it together while the system watches his every move. The turning point comes when the judge says, "Maybe by that time you can give me a straight answer." That single line cuts deep. It's not about the cocaine anymore. It's about credibility. Judges rely on trust, not emotion, and when a defendant can't give clear, consistent answers, that trust breaks down instantly. Terrence's story might have been true, But the gaps, the confusion, the mixed explanations, all worked against him. And that's the hard part about the justice system. Sometimes, doing your best just isn't enough. The law doesn't grade on effort, it grades on evidence. And the evidence said Terrence had violated the court's trust. Yet, behind all the procedure and protocol, this case carries a heavy human story. You can sense how much Terrence wants to change. He's not fighting the system, he's fighting himself. The counselor visits, the negative tests, the way his landlord and community check on him, it all shows effort. But relapse doesn't care about effort. Addiction doesn't respect progress. One bad night, one wrong crowd, and everything unravels. For the audience watching, it raises an uncomfortable question. Should mercy have limits? When someone shows remorse, seeks help, and still stumbles, do we punish them harder or help them climb back up? It's the eternal struggle between justice and compassion, and there's no easy answer. When the judge adjourns the case, you can sense both disappointment and restraint. She's not angry, she's tired. She's seen this before, and deep down, maybe she hopes this moment will finally shake Terrence enough to make real change. Because here's the reality. His next hearing isn't just another date on the calendar. It's his last shot to prove that this relapse was a lesson, not a lifestyle. He'll need clean tests, stable reports, and a clear mind. The system will want proof, not promises. In the end, this case is a mirror reflecting something larger. How fragile redemption can be when you're walking a fine line between recovery and relapse. Terrence might have fallen this time, but if he takes accountability seriously, he still has a path back. If you found this case as intense and emotional as we did, make sure to hit that like button. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Should the judge have given him one more chance? And don't forget to subscribe for more jaw-dropping courtroom breakdowns. Because in court, honesty might earn sympathy, but only accountability earns freedom.